I haven't really experienced it or seen it, so I mean, the only, as far as I know, I mean, the election laws are extremely complicated, and I'm an attorney, and I've even tried to parse through them, and it's still complex. But you know, the only, I don't think, I haven't seen it be a problem in this local election.
Okay, Jen, what do you think about Citizens United, local dark money? We only have a minute before break. I'll give you time on the other end, but can you get some?
Well, I mean, from my end, having collected small amounts of money, although I don't consider $200 a small amount of money, but that's the maximum you can contribute across the broad base of the entire city. I think it's just a testament to people's confidence in your ability and your engagement and your passion about the city and about the job that you're seeking. And so I'm heartened by the fact that I've received a number of donations under $200.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I would just add to that.
Campaign.
I would just add to that. You know, I'll tell you when.
And we have 30 seconds.
Sure, it's just it's more heartwarming or it's more impactful when somebody gives like $15 or $20 and you receive a little check from someone that they scratched out and you know it means a lot to them. And so the small donations do mean a lot.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. Well, we're going to take a break and we will be right back. You're listening to The Detail, and I'm Cathy, Antunes, your host. Thanks. Okay. You'll edit out that thanks. Why? What?
No, exactly what it is. It's fine.
Why?
I expected
Martin?
it. I expected it, but
Listen,
it's
you
got
gave
nothing
$4
to do
grand.
with it.
I'm going to ask you about it.
That's fine.
I don't understand why that's a problem. But
It's
you
not,
have to
but
understand.
it's the whole thing. This is the whole
fact-
liberal thing. You know, you make a big demon out of somebody who's doing an honest thing and doing the best that you can and turning something.
But you
I
have
hate Eric
choices.
Robinson.
You
I
don't have to
hate
get
all
that
of those
money there.
people. And no, I haven't got a choice. I don't know
Why?
anything about banks. I don't know anything about that sort of stuff.
Then why
I
did you-
wanted to give money to get a
So you
mailer to
didn't know
go
anything
out.
about it and you gave the money.
No, I don't know who's involved in any of these things. As far as I was concerned, they gave me a name
Don't
of
you think
someone.
you ought to know?
Really? My purpose,
Really?
my point was something else.
I disagree with you.
Well, you can disagree with me in the face of it.
Yes, I can I? Well, we don't agree on that. It's been a problem in the city, and it's actually
What's
held
the
us back,
problem? I don't get
and the county. It's
What's
held
the-
us
Well,
back.
the
And
county I get.
when you
because-
have special interests that are running the show,
I hear that, but you can't.
you make
you
bad
can't-
decisions.
Yeah, I get that, but 90%, 85% of the money that I put in is my money. How's that special interest? How does that affect my decision?
No, I was asking about your PAC.
I don't know anything
But
about
you want to, you know, you think it's a virtue that you've given almost 50 grand to your own campaign. I mean, God bless you that you have that kind of money, but I don't see that that makes you a superior
I didn't mean
candidate.
it was superior candidate. I said it means it makes me less likely to be persuaded by $200. If someone gives me $200, it's the price of dinner. I couldn't care less. I haven't
Do
challenged
you
them.
think that sounds a little,
Arrogant?
yeah.
Well, not really. I mean, you know, it might to you.
All right. I think, you know,
It's honest.
okay, we're going to talk about something else. I think
Well, Jen's got an answer on this too. She
Oh,
didn't
do you have more to say? I'll
No,
toss
I'm
it
fine.
back to you. Well,
Because you did her job for her, but thanks.
it is an opinion show too.
Sure.
I do have an opinion.
Well, we knew that walking in.
Yes, you did. Okay. So, we're ready? Okay. I may toss it back to you just so people know you have the opportunity to say more.
Okay, I don't have no more to say about that.
I'll ask you about Citizens United.
I have nothing to say about that either.
Why not?
Oh, I'll interview. Thanks. Okay. Are we ready? Okay. Welcome back to The Detail. I'm your host, Cathy Antunes. I'm here with Hagen Brody, Martin Hyde, and Jennifer Ahearn-Koch, and we're talking about their run for the City Commission. And I know you all get asked a lot about development and traffic, so try to put a little different spin on these things. Talk to me about affordable housing. We've seen a lot of talk over the years about affordable housing being a component of development, and yet somehow it doesn't seem to happen. What role should the City Commission play in facilitating affordable housing? And Jen, we'll start with you.
Sure. There are some instruments and tools that we have. First of all, I think we need to think about affordable housing as an investment in our community. It's one of the main issues that we need to solve, and we need to solve it pretty quickly because we have a diverse community in Sarasota, and we need to be sure that our diverse community gets to partake in Sarasota. The last thing you want is somebody working in Sarasota and commuting from somewhere else. So it's a problem because that just increases the other problems that we have. But as far as affordable housing goes and what the City Commission can do, we have a number of opportunities. We can have inclusionary zoning and give height and density bonuses for providing a certain percentage of affordable housing. We've done it in the past, and we can do it again. The trick to that is holding the developer to that contract. When a deal is made, and a deal should be kept. We have had those deals in the past where we have developers have asked for certain increases in density or height or both, and we have asked them to carve out 15-20% affordable housing. And then what happens is a couple of years later they come back and ask for relief from that, and they are being granted it. I think we should hold their feet to the fire and make sure that they do provide what they say they're going to provide if we are going to give up density and height or other things in our zoning. So that's a very, very useful tool, and we've done it before, and I think we should consider doing it again.
Okay. How about you, Hagen?
The question is, how can the City Commission encourage affordable housing? The City Commission needs to provide the environment where affordable or attainable housing, I call it workforce housing, there's a million different terms for it, can flourish. That does include, you can make deals with a developer if they're looking for some kind of a special assessment or a variance. You can, have a quid pro quo for that. But this is not only a city issue, it's a county issue as well. I would like to see affordable housing units incorporated into certain developments and certain projects. But you do have to make it affordable or nobody will build it. You do have to streamline the process. You do have to make the approval process, I think, affordable for the developer to still make a profit on the project to get it done. There are builders that specialize in these types of projects, and so I think opening the lines of communication with them and bringing them to some of our sites and seeing what they can offer is a good start. If you have developers that specialize in only the finest luxury high-rises, that's what they're going to want to build. But it is a problem, and I think it's directly tied to our traffic issues.
Yeah, okay. Martin, affordable housing.
Okay. Well, affordable, the measurement is typically about $1 a foot per month. So one of the issues is making sure that we're not talking about 1,500 square foot apartment, because straight away that's out of the range of the average working person. So if you're talking about making smaller units, 600 square feet, $600 a month, that's affordable for most people. How do you get it down to that cost? I've done the math. These people don't actually run businesses and make any money. So the truth is, I can tell you the math is very simple. If you don't have any impact fees, if you cut those out, if you take the property taxes down to 25% of the assessed value, you can commit people and they'll make 15% on it versus the building out cost. So that's the math. That's one reason you need a business person on the City Commission, somebody that actually puts jobs in the community, somebody that's actually run a business for 30 years. Everybody else talks about inclusive, everybody talks about all these different things and nice ideas. The math is doable. You have to understand financing, you have to understand construction, you have to understand business. And I do. So $1 a foot per month, smaller units, no impact fees, and reduce the property tax down. And of course we have to have a contract. When they did the thing in Rosemary District, they were like babes in the wood. 5 of them sat there and just agreed to reverse all of the things that they asked them to do. Unbelievable, except they do it all the time.
Okay. Well, we just have a few minutes left. I want to give you each an opportunity to kind of make your pitch. Why should people vote for you? And Jen, we'll start with you. I may have to move you along because we're short on time, but go ahead, Jen.
Well, in the introduction, I mentioned that this is a community where my roots run deep, and I'm very passionate about the city of Sarasota. I have the experience, having served on the city of Sarasota's planning board, I understand that we have a comp plan, that we have a zoning code, that we have a downtown master plan. I know the way the city works. I know that when people vote for a city commissioner, you're not voting for a queen or a king to come in and magically make everything better, that you have to work with 4 other people, and that you have to be collaborative and you have to be creative. You have a city staff that you work with, and you have to be able to navigate the rules and the environment that we have. And so I have that experience. My support comes from neighborhoods because that's where I got my start in the city. And so I am also a businesswoman as well. And so I understand the delicate balance between businesses in the city of Sarasota that should be vibrant and the neighborhoods that support those businesses. And again, I have my family here. I've been here for a long time, so I'm very passionate about the city of Sarasota growing and developing in a way that includes the entire community.
Okay, thank you, Jen. Hagen, how about you?
Well, thanks for having us.
You're welcome.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
My first radio show. You know, like I said before, I came back to Sarasota to make a difference. I graduated law school. You know, I could have gone into big law. I chose to come back here and become a prosecutor and get involved in the community in a number of different ways. I want to see this community work for everyone, not only for the people that have just moved down to this paradise, but also for the people that grew up here and you know, are struggling to make ends meet. So I think what I would, if I could achieve anything, it's bringing more of a mutual respect to this community, so that each side and each faction can see the point of view of the other, can appreciate the other person's point of view, and voice their opinion and come to some agreements and some concessions to move this city forward, because the city is changing. And you know, we can try to stop it, or we can try to embrace it, channel it. And I think that a collaborative effort with mutual respect is something that we've lacked in the past, and I think it's something that I would like to see improved upon moving forward.
Okay, great. Martin?
Well, I don't think the answer is stopping anything. You know, that's a funny thing. Those red signs that say stop is a ludicrous thing. It's obstructionist, it's negative. One of the things that we absolutely have to do, and it's a fundamental thing, is we get more voters out there. I think that's terribly important. We get more cops on the beat. You know, they mentioned about not becoming king or queen. I thought that's what we were running for. I guess not, so that's no good. Maybe I can pull my name out. The truth is that, you know, we all have a passion, you know. It's different views. It's slightly different ways to look at it. I think it's unfortunate that people get snarky and start to look at you know, darker issues. In truth, it's just different ways of looking at it. You can be a supply side economist, or you can be a tax and spend. You know, they always said, you know, the problem with socialism is that you run out of other people's money to spend, and in truth, the city's going to run out of money in about 17 years, because we haven't talked about 150 million pension deficit. We haven't talked about the deal that we have with Madison's, the deal that we have with Marina Jacks, that we get 600 grand a year while they make 6 million, and we've given them that for the next 25 years. 79 years they'll have had it by the end. Nobody wants to talk about that. They want to talk about how far a building is back from the sidewalk. That might be important, but it's not the only issue, not by any stretch. So if I win, and it's a big if, I'll be a voice of fiscal responsibility and common sense, and one that's based not in a one-person company that's been going for 6 months, but one that actually runs a payroll that runs into millions of dollars. Somebody who actually understands complex solutions. So, you know, it's not a popularity contest. It's not the high school. I believe that whether you like me personally or whether you don't, we need one adult voice at the table, and I can be that.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you all for being here. You're obviously 3 accomplished people with ideas and energy, and for anybody to run for public office, it is not an easy thing to do. I know myself, I ran for the county commission as an independent in 2010, and I have to say the city commissioner candidates have way more meet and greets and forums than even the county do. It can be very exhausting. The election is May 9th. When is early voting? Do you all know that?
May the 1st through the 6th.
May the 1st through the 6th, and then the absentee ballots go out in a few weeks.
They already
They're
already
already out. Oh my God.
And there's 2 seats up for election.
There's 2, yes, so folks, you can vote for 2 candidates. Be sure to vote in this election. It matters so much for the future of our city. Thank you all for being here and being willing to answer the questions.
Thank you.
Tough
Thank you,
questions.
Cathy.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Thanks so much for listening to the detail. Thanks and have a great day.